Good greetings, everyone. I'm Rusty Dog. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it's been a while, about a month, I would say. Good greetings since we did this. So we're back, and this time we're in the even bigger, stretched out Boeing 737-900. It's about 2.6 meters longer than the 800. And as you can see, it's a fairly lengthy aircraft, so we have to be careful on takeoff, pulling up that nose that we don't get a tail strike. So we have to be careful with that. I wasn't expecting this weather, if I'm honest, but nevertheless we have it. So I wanted to schedule the stream for about 7:30, but due to technical difficulties, Windows and Firefox, that wasn't playing, I had to do a reboot, and so yeah, I haven't got as much flight planning in as I'd like to have done, but it's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to get through this. So, welcome Roger and Andy. Hi guys. Nice of you to join us. I hope the weather is better in New York. And not only that, we're flying into LaGuardia, so I don't know what the frame rates are going to be like when we start coming down. I've already done one test flight with this plane, which was, oh yeah, it was Heathrow in London to Paris. And on the descent, I got a beep, a long beep, beep. And I've looked over at the video that I made. I only took videos of parts of it. I couldn't fathom why it was happening. I wasn't overspeeding, there was no warning lights, there was no warning messages. I don't know what it was. So we're going to see if it happens again today on this one. So we're flying United. This is one of the liveries that comes with the plane from PMDG. Mr. Goatman, yes, the weather in Quebec. I honestly though, I was... Yeah, I mean, we're not even at a thingy. You know, one of those thingies, the jetways. But we're the only plane in the world at the moment, so that's going to have to change. So let me just inject real-world aircraft, something I tend to forget to do unless I'm in flight. So we're just going to inject all the other aircraft in right now, and probably, yeah, that is a go-go. Oh, well done. I clicked on yeah, I clicked on X to exit instead of minimize. So we should be getting other planes and activity. Yeah. So yeah, this is a big plane. Now the interior looks exactly the same as you would expect. There are two variants of this plane. There is the 900, which is what we are in right now. And there's also the 900ER, which is extended range, which means that the plane has auxiliary fuel tanks front and back, or fore and aft, to give it an extra couple of 100 miles range, I think it is. Gumbo Pot. Happy birthday, my man. I will dedicate this stream to you, so I hope it doesn't go wrong. Yeah, 51, eh? Ah, well, still got a bit of catching up to do before you get to me. Happy birthday, mate. Have a good one. Or I hope you're having a good one. And I hope I can improve on it. Right, so here we are. Oh, and thanks for taking the time to tune into the stream then. On your birthday. I appreciate that. Oh, look at these planes. Is this typical Quebec stuff, these propeller planes? Because there's one there. And there's two more there. I don't know. Okay, let's step aboard then. Now I haven't really... Oh, my bloody windows are freezing up already. That's because I've been nattering. Oh dear. I don't think they would allow us to take off here. Let's get some power on this, and then we can start planning the flight. Right, what do I have to press? Oh yeah, that. Let's get some ground power on, and we can put window heat on like right now. I'm gonna put the. You put the de-ice on while you're grounded. I guess so. So we'll get all that switched on because we need. we need to defrost these windows, which I hope it will. Eek. Yeah, it's cold. I don't know what the temperature is. I haven't looked yet. I'm going to get the weather information for this airport shortly. Let me just get it out. Yeah, so because I haven't done that much flight planning, I haven't gone into Navigraph or anything. We're gonna run through that. I'll run through it all with you guys. Morgan Booth saying hi to himself. Hi, Morgan. How you doing, mate? No dedication. You want the stream to go through? Hey, come on! If I didn't think it wasn't going to run with without problems, I wouldn't have said it. I don't know whether these. I hope these windows are going to clear up because we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, let's get all the other stuff going, and also let's get the dome light on as well because. Roger, what time is it where you are? And is it the same time in Quebec as where you are? Because I have no idea. It looks pretty dark outside, but let's just get all the panel lights up. We'll get the wing light on. And let's put the logo light on, do a little bit of advertising there. Why not? Now, this is not a long flight. It's around... yeah. Let me just get you the information. It's a lot less than I thought it was going to be, this flight. But SimBrief, again, has got us flying high for this one. So I don't know whether I'm going to obey that. Let me just see. Flight time. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Is that enough time to get up to 38,000 feet and back down again? We do have a de-icing service that we can apply with GSX, so we may have to do that. And I also have to configure the plane because we're running the configuration of the plane that we're running today is economy class only, so the plane has to be configured to do that. 11. So you got like basically midday in British Columbia and 3 p.m. in Montreal. Okay, well, let's get some more of these panel lights going. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to have a little bit of flood, a bit of background. This AFDS flood, in case you're wondering what that is, that's the light here under the autopilot, but I think that is maybe a little bit tad too bright. Because like at night time, you don't want the panels on full brightness. It's too glary, you know. So we've got a floodlight here as well. Now, the only new thing, because all the fleet of PMDG Boeings have all been updated, one of the new things that we now have is, let me see if I can get you a camera on this one. It's one of these buttons. There we go. And it's this here. Now, the putting in the ILS frequency before used to be like this. You'd have a standby frequency and then an active. But now you have ILS, you've got VOR frequencies you can put in, you've got the glide slope right there, ILS, and then there's something else, I think. Is there? No. Okay. So yeah, you can just type in the ILS frequency straight away now, which is, I like this. You can configure the plane to have the old style if you wish, but I quite like the look of this new one. It is now on all of the PMDG Boeings, so cool. Oh, the windows are heated. They're definitely improving. So what I'm going to do, just to save a bit of... I'm going to turn off the anti-ice on the engines and the wings for now, because we can always call a de-icing service, and then that's if GSX allows us, and then we can pop this on a bit later. And I hope I'm doing the right thing there. Okay, so I'm just going to start some flight planning now, but first and foremost, setting up the aircraft so it's in the correct configuration to match what I've told SimBrief it's going to be. So, right, MCP type Collins is fine. I like the modern one, so that's fine. We're going to keep that. I'll know which ones to change pretty much straight away. Wait a minute, this is how I had it set on the ER version. Has it passed it over to this plane? Well. Okay. Because some of the things that are on enabled would normally be disabled by default. But this is exactly how I have it on. Now, you have the performance improvement package. We might need that today. I'll explain later. The short field package, or maybe it's that one we need. The auto probe heat, I normally have that off. But on the ER version of this plane, on the extended range version, some of these options are enabled by, well, these are enabled by default, but they are enabled and you can't disable them, I think. I think they are, you have to have them on the plane. The minimum runway length for takeoff for a fully loaded down with, a fully weighted out, fully loaded 900 is 9,700 feet. And we're not fully loaded, but the runway we're taking off from is only 8,973 feet, so about 9,000 feet. But it's a short runway, so I'm hoping we can make it. Okay, eyebrow windows. This is exactly the right layout. Cabin layout. Okay, this is what we need. It has to be single class, so it's economy only. No first class seats on this one. It's all peasanty tourists. And the nav radio panels, as you can see, this is the new option, MMR and Classic. That is now for this right here. So if you keep your eye on that as I switch it, you'll see it's gone back to the old one for the ILS. So I like the new one. I think it's cool. So we're going to keep that. I can't believe the equipment's exactly the same. Oh, it has done well, I should have noticed that. So then the display should be the same as well. Oops. Let's go back a page. Yeah, okay. That's cool. We're done. Right, let's get back to menu. Yes, I'm doing well, Mr. Classified. Thank you. I hope you are too. Chin up, Gumbo. Chin up. If it's that bad, it can only get better, right? Mr. Goatman says, in Vancouver. Nice. I live on Salt Spring Island. It sounds like you need a ball called Wilson. Salt Spring Island. I don't know. It sounds like a desert island, but I'm sure it isn't. Okay, Gumbo. Off to work. Go for it, man. What is going on with Nightbot? If you like the stream, is coming up way too often. It's supposed to be every half an hour. I'll have to check that out, see what's going on later. Right, so we're gonna run GSX as well on this. with the passengers and stuff and see how it all pans out. So first thing we need to do, it's telling us here, is to enter the IRS position. And I think I've forgotten my gate number. I think it's 21. And it's not going to be numbered, is it? Is it? Oh, shoot. I think we're at 21. And even if it was numbered, it's probably going to be snowed over. Shenanigans. Does it tell me here? Oh, of course it doesn't. Why would it do that? So we're taking off runway. We're supposed to be heading south, so we should be taking off here, runway 24, but we're taking off runway 6, so we're going to be going up there and then bending down to New York. Lovely. Okay, no worries. Right, if I've got the gate number right, then it'll tell us. So here we go then. So let's go into position initialization, and we are in, it's pronounced Quebec, is that right? Quebec? Or it's not, or is it Quebec? Quebec. Anyway, it is QYCB. Now the the GPS system reckons that we're here. So if I put gate 21 and the coordinates match the GPS at the top, I may have got the number right. Not in database. Oh, I don't know what gate I'm at then. So we'll just take the GPS figure and tell the plane that's where we are. It's pronounced cubic. Cubic? Okay. So when it rains a lot... No, it doesn't work that way, does it? I was going to do a Quebec cubic inches thing, but yeah. Right. So I guess we can start. I've already got the flight plan saved, so we can just load it straight up. Now LaGuardia, I believe, is KLGA. Put that in the company route. Debate and execute. Awesome. Now it's asking me to do the performance initialization right now, but I don't want to. I want to fill in the flight plan. So while we're doing that, we've got 100 passengers to get on board. So maybe we should start doing that. Let's see what happens. I have a profile, a GSX profile for this plane. Whether it's all going to work, you need to set to request. Oh, okay. I think I know what it means. Okay. Right. Not letting me put the brakes on. What the F's going on here? I've only flown the ER version at the moment, but it was only a short flight, so I didn't need to add on the auxiliary tanks. But I haven't actually flown the 900 yet. Okay, well the wheel chocks are on. What the hell is the problemo? Uh-oh. They've missed a word out here. You need to set something, but it can't put the word in, so it's missed it out. To request ground services. What the? Okay, maybe an add-on I've put in has screwed this up. See, you have to actually hold the rudder brakes in, I think. Oh, is that not working? Ah, my joystick's off. Well, there you go. That answers a lot of questions. My Virpil joystick was off. Waiting for it to beep. There we go. Customize. Back. Oh, that was because of... What was the game we played? Dead Space? Yeah. Little basket. Right. Whoa, this looks different. It has had an update, but... Oh, request boarding. No jetways here. Yeah, so everybody's got to come in on buses.
Boarding requested.
I don't care, anyone you want. So the passengers are going to have to get here in buses. Now, the config we've put in for this plane should tell it where the stairs are, and we need to remove the other ones. $150. You got 2 trucks there now. Well, there we go.
Do you want to board crew? Crew bus is coming.
Right, so the captain and the first officer or whatever, flight officer, is going to be coming. Is it first officer or flight officer? It's going to be coming via a bus. Their own little private vehicle. And then we'll have the crew, and then we'll have the passengers. So yeah, the GSX profile for this plane tells the vehicles where the doors are and how to position exactly in place. It looks like it's doing that. Alright. So let's get back to programming our route, shall we? So the flight number is United 2627. Right. Open exit 3.
Pilot's boarding starting.
I don't think I need to. I think it does it all itself, surely. Which one is exit 3? Here come the pilots, but... And there's the little bus, private bus. Yeah, you're not going to get in unless I open the door, are you? Let's go to... Yeah. Now we've got 2 doors over the wing. This one. This one. Yeah, there are 2 sets of doors over the wing, so... There we go. Is the baggage going in okay? They're not opening.
Starting.
I'm going to open those just in case. Right. There was something else I wanted to do, and I just forgotten what it was. Right, let's get the route in, guys, and see how it looks. Because there's plenty of planning at the moment. So the route is... departing from here via runway 6 using... Uh-oh. I just have direct to Pentu. I don't have any of these SIDs. What is going on? Alright, let's check out Navigraph, see what's going on here, because I don't have this on my...
Your passenger's bus is coming.
This is all going to be fun. So, let's go to here, and it's CYQB. while I'm here, let's take a look at the airport info. Nope, not you. Right, so we're taking off runway 6, which is at 061 degrees. We'll need that for later. So I'm just going to not type it in, write it down. What else do we need from this chart? Not a lot. $9,000 feet. 700 shorter than what we would need if we were maxed out, but we're not going to be maxed out. Oh, I've remembered what the other thing was. The fuel and the payload. That's fine. So these are our exits, our SIDs, but we don't have any of these. We've got a direct to a waypoint called Pen 2, and the two options that we have on the computer is one called CYQB6, which I think for obvious reasons is probably not here because it sounds like the actual runway itself, and this one, CEBIP 1. So let's take a look at this. Now, I'm not seeing Pen 2 on here at all. Where the hell is that? Just noticing that the transition altitude in Canada seems to be the same as the US. That's fine. So this is CEBIP. So we will be coming out, and if we hit this, that's fine, getting to CEBIP, but then we have to go, I'm guessing Pen 2 must be down here somewhere. Weird. Quebec 6, is that the... Ah, that's the other one. Come out. But this is nothing. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to choose that CEBIP one and see what it takes us. Yeah, I'm going to choose the CEBIP.
Thank you.
SID. We're going to go on that one. Because I've got like multiple screens on my monitor, I might not get to a chat straight away, but there hasn't been a lot, so I won't miss much. Oh, okay, there we go. CEBIP. And, let me have a look back on that chart then. Because now it's asking me for a transition, which I would use, we have Obria. Is Obria here? No. Obria going to ICMIC, this one. That would be in the direction of New York. ICMIC. So let's take that one. I don't know, I'm just taking a chance. It's completely different. You see, New York is south, so it's got to be round there, and then we've got to be going in something of a direction. Right, let's go into the arrivals, and we are arriving on runway 22 ILS via, SimBrief says, HARP 3. Do we have a HARP 3? We do. Transitions, I'm going to leave those out.
Hi. Thank you.
Got people coming in? Yes. They've all got... Oh, they are getting in the back as well. Cool. That's the first time I've seen that. That must be down to the GSX profile. Put your big coats on. Get wrapped up warm. 199 passengers. No. What are you... Oh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not really adding the weight. It's not. Where did it get 199 from? It certainly didn't get it from the SimBrief flight plan. Anyway, whatever. Right, let's go and have a look at, we have a discontinuity here, of course, but we want to check that out and see what's going on. Well, let's pop it into the map mode, oh, plan mode, sorry, and we'll see where we are. So this is us coming up. And then we're going to turn around. Okay, I think we need a... I'll just zoom out. I can see what's going on. Ah! How the hell did you want me
Passenger's bus is coming.
up Pen2 from there? Yeah, like no way, man. That's me double backing on myself. It wanted me to fly out of here and then fly over to Pen2. I think there's not even any need to do that now. I think we can just go from Ikmik to Urvis and we'll forget Pen2 and Aplak. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, hold on, clear that. So we'll get Urvas, and that can come after Ikmik. They've got some weird names. And Ikmik is here, so we can put that there. And if we click execute, I'm hoping it joins it all up. Go back to the beginning. Open exit 1. What exit? For what? What do you want now? Oh. I'm not opening the middle doors. You can't get in. You can only get out through those. Okay. I might know what it's talking about, but it's weird. You talking about this? You happy now? Shoot. I don't know what it wants from me. Open exit 1. That doesn't make any sense. I'm opening every door on the plane. You're going to be the death of me. Okay, let's just open all the other windows as well then. This is ridiculous. What do you want me to do? Open the door of the bus? Huh? Every door is open. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to... you're just going to have to go away now. Because you are in error. I don't know how to get out of this. I thought there'd be an option here to cancel the boarding. Because this is going to beep forever. Open exit 1. Anyone? Anyone know what this is talking about? There's not a single door on this plane that's not open. And then the menu decided it would time out and disappear. Request de-ice. Oh, you can request it now. I had to cancel it. Only way. Yep. So we'll have to just not see the pretty graphics. Besides, it was making the plane freezing. Right. Cold inside now. Okay, so menu. Let's get back to the flight plan here. See where we are. So now I've linked those up, I think we can bring the range in to about there. Right, let's step through and see how it goes. This is our flight, and we have a discontinuity here at ALB. So let's go to the next page. And join up this one, this one. Okay. Next. Okay. So, should have stepped through that, shouldn't I, really? We have a vector here, which we probably have to do. And there's the runway, RW22, so let's step through that. And it's straight in. That looks like a nice, easy descent. Well, it looks it. Been fooled before, though. Right, so before we can do the weights and all that performance measuring, we have to go into the menu and go to fuel and put in the correct fuel level, which for this flight is going to be, I told you I didn't get enough flight planning time in before the stream. 67, it's 6754, but I'm going to do 6760. Just a couple of liters extra, gallons or whatever it might be. And then of course, yeah, what's the vector? Vector, exactly. And of course, payload, we don't have any first class because it's single class. So they were trying to load 199 passengers, clearly not even possible. Right, unless we've got people who are willing to stand. But I will not allow that on my plane. So passengers, we have 106 people. They should be referred to as people, not souls. They're people. 106. Cargo is 2.6. So let's stick 1,300 kilos into the front. And I like to balance it out. You can make it like so it's slightly heavier at the back, but I'm okay with this. Okay, so now that we've got the right amount of passengers, the right amount of fuel, and the right amount of cargo, now we've got our correct fuel weights and takeoff weights and stuff like that. So now we can go into the performance. So, transition altitude, unbelievably, is 38,000 feet. Quite how we're going to get all the way up there, but maybe with the performance package it can do it. I don't know. Right, so at flight level 380, the which is our cruising altitude here, the cruise wind information is going to be that at 251 degrees we will have a wind of 87 knots. It's going to be breezy. Okay, transition altitude, that is fine. That is, seems to be, that is the correct altitude for the whole of the United States. But I didn't know it was Canada as well, but seemingly it is. So, 0 fuel weights, 55.5. Reserve, I like to just allocate a ton of that fuel for reserves, but probably not going to need it. The cost index for this one is a mighty 56. And I think we're good. I've never filled this in, but I don't know where it's getting this 6.9 from. Plan fuel. Is this like your flight plan? I don't know what that is. It's not something I've ever bothered with before. Alright, so now that we've done that, we've got the performance information in. Now we need to go to the index. And so we've done our position, we've done the performance, we've done the flight plan. Now we need to do the takeoff. So just like all the other 737s, we're going to be using flaps 5. The center of gravity is 99, gives us a trim of 520. Let's get that in. You'll notice that the V2 speed is considerably, well, I say considerably, it's faster than the 737-700 and 800. What are we at? 520, 5.2. Come on. You're toying with me. There we go. Lovely. Okay, let's get the V speeds in. And while we're here, we'll take a note that the V2 speed is 150. So that can be set up here. Also, we can set our altitude to the transition altitude, which is 18,000. Although, actually, you know what? This is my new thing now. I'm just going to go straight up. Because the plane will automatically hold to the constraints anyway. Heading out of the runway, as we noted before, was 061, so let's feed that in. The inbound course I haven't looked yet. We'll check that while we're in flight, I suppose. Okay, so we got that. That's awesome. Now the question is, in the legs here, how long are we at flight level 380 for? So 206 nautical miles. Wow, really? This plane's going to make, it's calculating that this plane itself is calculating it's going to make flight level 34,400 within 10 plus 36 plus 41 nautical miles. Okay. See, look, the next page is not even a flight level 380. I'm not happy with this height. It's too high for such a short flight. However, I think we will reach top of ascent, sorry. Top of climb. We will reach top of climb by somewhere just after Urvas. And then we'll run most of this 200, I think, at flight level 80. Do we have the information here already? I don't know. Does it tell us top of climb on the flight plan? I don't think it does. But it would be somewhere, it's got to be somewhere just after Urvas. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, can we zoom out more and more and more? Alright, and there's top of descent. Okay, so between these two dots is the time we'll be spending at 38,000. Okay, I'm good with that. This plane's gonna really lift off then. Yeah, I'm good with it. Let's get it back onto map mode. Fine. Bear with me, guys, while I just get everything. So I think that's everything here now. I also need information on our destination airport. So let's go do that. Oh, hi Elites, live stream 24/7. The jump range on this, 3,200 nautical miles. But then it needs a service and its paint integrity, but paint and integrity needs sorting out. It's an exploration craft. Right, so we need the information for LaGuardia, so let's get that here. So we need to know, well, we're coming in on runway 22. So that is 224, so that'll be our inbound course. And we already know the transition altitude, All we need now is the decision altitude and the elevation of the runway. So runway 22 ILS. I'm going to choose this category 2 one, Cat 2. And let's just bring it up here. I like to have it in black because I like the... oh, you guys can't see it. My apologies. Thought I'd flicked it over. Yeah, we are doing a passenger mission with it right now. Sorry guys, I thought I'd flip the screen over. You didn't miss anything though. So here's all the tower all the different frequencies. So the decision altitude for a Cat 2 is 11. Wow. Okay, 112. That's low. What's the airport elevation? Oh right, 12 feet. Right, 12 feet above sea level. I'm used to in the States, a lot of the airports seem to be, you know, couple of thousand feet above sea level. But no, the decision altitude here is 112, so it's basically 100 feet above touchdown. So once you get below 100 feet, or at or below 100 feet, you're landing, whether you want to or not. And above 112, you can abort the landing and, you know, do a go around or whatever you're doing. So the other thing we need from here is the ILS frequency, which is here, 110.5. So we need that. This is all just information gathering right now. And I think we have everything we need, except I need to know if the flaps speeds are different on the ER and the 900. So I already have the ER ones here because these speeds here for the different flaps are different for the 700 and the 800 and stuff like that. The 700 is different on these speeds, but these look 206, 201, 191. These are the same. Cool. Alright, I think I've got all the info that I need now. Oh, now I need the weather information. So let's go to weather. And we want the meta for where we are now, Quebec. Okay, so the air pressure is 2955. That's how it's measured in the US. Whereas it's measured differently in Europe. Bear with me, guys. People sending me all the time. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to quickly a one-word answer to a text message. Right, so where are we now? Visibility. I mean, there's a lot going on here. SN for snow. Is this variable visibility? I guess. No. I don't normally have to read ones when there's snow. But anyway, air pressure 2955. We've got 2992 here, so let's adjust that. 2955, there it is. That puts us the correct altitude. Awesome. As for the METAR at the destination airport, again, that's something we'll do when we get there, or when we're in flight, sorry, we'll find out. Yeah, in flight. Alright, I'm good. I know there's probably something I've forgotten. Oh, ILS frequency, we'll put that in. I'll put that in later. It's already got it in here. How the hell did it stick that in there? Anyway. Oh, TCAS is off. But that's okay. It's a bit early for all that. Now then, I just want to make sure I'm at the right airport. Because the ILS frequency has thrown me. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. We're good, guys. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We can start the rest of the plane booting up procedure. Right. So, up here, and we want to get the yaw damper on, the fuel pump on, so that we can start powering. Let's power the APU now. We've got the electrics on. I'm going to put the isolation valve on auto. Remind me to do the packs to auto when we start the engines. I know you won't, but I'm asking you anyway, so I'm going to put the pressure on you guys. I don't think I'll forget, but yeah, I don't trust myself. Right, so seatbelt sign's on, chime sign is on. Oh, it's the chime sign has dinged. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee. What else? Right, so packs go on after the engine start. APU bleed before engine start. Ah, I knew there was something. So, we know that our cruising is 38, and the altitude for the runway is 12. So we might as well just leave that at 0. That's fine. And we're ready for engine start soon, so we'll get the anti-collision lights on so that people can be notified to move out of the way of the engines and the plane. Now we've got the window heat. Oh, let's try and do this de-ice. We can request it. So additional services. Request a de-ice.
The icing vehicles are coming now.
So we'll get the de-ice done before we power up. And because I don't know, that set of stairs is a little bit close. Right, is the APU up? It's certainly doing its thing there. I don't want to flick over to it yet. I want to burn as less fuel as possible. Come on, de-icing people. Look at the visibility, man. Hopefully when we get above the clouds it's going to be lovely. Oh, here we go. We got one for each side, which is good. So this will de-ice the wing and the engine. There we go.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment.
Oh, it's ready. You want GSX choice? I don't know. I did look up once what the different fluids were, but I don't remember. So
We begin treatment now and observe. Fluid type 1. Concentration at 75%. I will call you back when ready.
call me back when you're ready. Call me back when you're ready. Flying to New York, eh? So, while we get some de-icing fluid on the plane, we just wait it out. Don't forget to do the engines, chaps. They're very thorough. Engines. Fine. Alright, so let's switch over to APU power, which is now on.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing.
Get rid of the ground power now.
1. Concentration at 75%. I'm disconnected. Good day.
Good day to you, sir. So ground services, we can now remove the chocks, which will remove the ground power as well. That's it. They are ready to go. So, fuel pumps on. And what else? APU bleed has to be on, of course. And let's get the taxi lights on. And we are turning. We are turning nose left, and then we're going to taxi. Oh, what a palaver to get to this runway. I guess I'm going to have to taxi. I don't think I'm going to taxi on the runway, so I'm going to have to taxi up here and then down all the way to this thin bit here. Then we get to there. I knew this was going to be a long taxi. So yeah, nose left, tail right. Fine. Fine, yeah. Central fuel pumps were not needed today. I'm just double checking I don't miss anything. Looks like we're okay. Right. That's it, we're ready for engine start. Yep. Come on. Need to get rid of this one, FCR. It's a flight control replay. I don't really use it. I did buy it, but I don't use it. There's a free one called Sky Dolly, which I use, which I find better. So, where's the pushback? Do you want to request de-icing? No, because I've just had it done.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is completed and brakes are set.
Yeah. Oh, so you know it's icy then. Good for you.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
As am I. How are you going to push me back with those stairs in the way, though? Well, you might want to get your truck driver to move it backwards a little bit. Because, you know. Oh, straight through the plane. Fine.
Departure checks completed.
She's-
Bypass pin inserted.
She's pretty tall. I mean, Amazon woman. Bloody Lara Croft here. Fair enough. Yeah, those stairs need to move.
Locking gear.
She's so tall. She must be about 9 foot. It looks normal though, but if you imagine the height of her sitting in the captain's seat here, I don't know, she looks a little. So anyway, nose left, tail right,
Release parking brakes.
as you wish.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is completed and brakes are set.
In other words, don't start the engines, right? Till the push is complete. Fine. Normally we'd be starting the engines right about now. Do you know what? I might have to request the car to take me to the runway because I don't even see the taxi lines here. We'll get ourselves an escort, I think. Well, it might be a Focus. Don't know what kind of car's going to come. Yeah, you can stop now. We're going the wrong way. Wait, hey, Stop, stop. You're going to push me into another plane. And that's not good. Okay. Yep. We haven't collided yet, but this is going to come off your pay. Oh dear. Oh dear me. There is an option, I believe, in here to remove nearby objects.
Set parking brakes.
Did I do it? I pressed the button for it, but it never goes on. Well, this is new, but it doesn't go back to...
Start engines first, then use the GSX menu to confirm a
It
group
doesn't go back to the main menu every time you pop in. That's a new thing. Right, let's get the engine started. Okay. So, I think we had auto ignition set, right? Which means I only have to click that button. Not a particular fan of auto ignition, but hey. I can turn it off if I want. So we're waiting for N2 to reach 25%, and then we're going to inject the fuel. And now I installed some cameras to look inside the plane, but I have not tried them. Why isn't there a back option here? Right, so as soon as that flicks back to its auto position, we will, there we go, and we'll do the other one. I'm going to get the landing lights on because of visibility. Can't believe yeah, that's GSX for you. I don't know, it's a strange, I think sometimes you need to get the GSX profiles for particular airports so that the GSX knows where to push the plane to and how far to move it, and you know, just to do it correctly. But we don't have it for this airport. It doesn't mean there isn't one, I just don't have one. Okay, it looks like we have a good startup on both engines. Where's the end one? So now we'll tell people that we have to start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine. Start. You can disconnect.
Okay, I guess we can get the radios on.
Unlocking gear.
You do that.
Contract disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, so she's going to give me the okay to move. To get going. Oh, and I need help. Well, we know that. But I need help to to get things going. So we'll get the flight directors on. We'll get the auto thrust on. Throttle, same thing. I don't know why the master caution is still on, but it's normally because, well, that I've missed something, but I don't think so. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Flaps to flap 5. So let's get the car to take us to where we need to go. So we need a runway 6 start. I don't know what show me this spot does. I don't really want to find out. Cancel that. I don't know what it is, but hopefully stay away. And if we've programmed everything right, LNAV and VNAV, they're going to work straight away. Oh, lovely. Cool. Follow me has arrived. Is behind you. Doesn't really help. The idea of me following you is that you go in front. Now where is... Oh, this is ridiculous. Trying to get to the menu where it asks you about removing nearby aircraft. But it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Ha! Right, let's go. Alright, let's apply a little bit of throttle. Good. You have the Microsoft nose steering now, I believe that PMDG said, as opposed to using PMDG's version. So yeah, we have to remember we got a big plane here. Is this grass? I guess. So normally when I lift off, I normally pitch the plane up to around 15 degrees for initial climb, but because this plane is longer, only by 2.6 meters over the 800, there is a risk of tail strike. So I'm going to pitch it up at 10 degrees until she's off the ground, and then we can pitch it up to the 15. That's the plan. Yes, this is the way. We have to go out of our way to go back the other way, don't we? The steering, it's like, honestly, it's like steering a Cessna, a little Cessna 172. It's like nothing. It doesn't feel like there's any inertia or weight to it. Like it certainly doesn't feel like I'm steering such a huge plane at all. I think under normal circumstances wouldn't be allowed to take off in these weather conditions. I'm also noticing the last few airports that I've been to have been these bumpy taxiways. You know, like there was one with such a serious bump in it, my plane literally just got stuck in it. Now there's a few more bits of things I have to do with the plane, like programming in the decision altitude and stuff like that. But that's all for the destination airport. All the wind information for the descent, well, has to be programmed into the plane. I haven't done any of that. But again, that's something we can do when we're in flight. There's plenty of time for that. Got the feeling I'm not going to need my window shades today. Although who knows? Let's see what the sky's like above this weather. Even the sun's fighting to get through here. We've got quite the taxi though. Oh, I remember. To switch the Jennies over. Cut the foot again. Once I get it lined up, we'll put the air conditioning on. Or air conditioning. Well, it is, but it's cabin pressurization. As long as we do that before we lift off, we're good. So this is the long thin bit, I think. I like how it's put the Follow Me aircraft as a plane, but I guess it couldn't draw a car on there. Oh, and in flight, I'm going to show you guys the old-fashioned instruments you can have on these displays. It's like looking back at Flight Simulator on the Spectrum and on the yeah, all the all the way back in those days when you had like digital-looking dials and stuff. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. Looks kind of cool. I think it's called IFIS, something like that. Okay, we'll get the radios on then, and let's go.
Air Canada 466, wind 330, 13, gusty 19 knots, clear takeoff from wind 2 right.
Cover takeoff 2 right, Air Canada 466.
So thank you for the escort to the runway. That's brilliant. No idea what the weather in... Is anyone on the chat? I know there's only 7 people here, but anyone in New York? Tell me what the weather's like. I can look it up on my app anyway.
Get 859, contact ground 12165.
12165.
That's not on. It is on. Right. So I'm going to reset the fuel flow now and just run through everything to make sure that I'm okay. I want the airports on there. Just double checking everything.
Encore 3508, wind 32014, gust 20, middle land runway 23.
Middle land 23, Encore 3508.
I'm going to put the anti-ice on for now. Also, what was the temperature here? Did we actually see it? I know some places in Canada were getting minus 40 or something. Yeah, minus 3 right now. It's minus 3 now and minus 4 tonight. So overcast at 1,700 feet, right? Broken clouds. That 10,000 or 1,000? 10,000. Of course it's 10,000. Right. I mean, of course it's 1,000. It can't be 10,000. Because then there's another zero there. What are you going to have, 100,000 feet? No. Oh, it's changed. We are 2958 now on the thing. We better change that then quickly. Pressure has changed here. Alright. I think we're ready. Flaps in position. Auto brake is on RTO. Fuel is set. And we have a woof. It'll come up soon. Okay, let's start the clock.
28, thanks, we can at 10:41.
And let's go to New York. Handbrake off. Feed in the power. Release the brakes. And the steering is really sensitive. I hope we've got enough runway. Come on. Check.
Tower, good air, Canada 465 on the ILS at 2.
Come on, sweetheart. Oh yeah, plenty of runway. And we're up, we're up, we're up, we're up. So go, 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 go.
Positive reincline.
Positive rate and gear up. I don't see anything. Laps to 2.
Canada 465, Charge, Oscar Airlines, 777 landed ahead, wind 330, 13 knots.
And to 1.
24 left, and just as a little note, right on Kieran, 2,000 feet, there's a balloon hanging out there.
Canada 465.
And flaps retracted.
Westjet 671, contact departure 128, good day.
I still have control of the plane. Russell Reynolds, thank you for your subscription, man. Appreciate that. Let's get this back to 6.99. So close to that 7,000, but I just can't seem to get there. Okay, switching over to the autopilot now.
2500.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Okay, what I haven't done is turned off the APU. Hope it wasn't burning too much fuel there. So the wing anti-ice has gone off. I don't know if the plane did that on its own or what. But once we get a bit higher, I'll turn all this off.
Air Canada 465, exit there, Delta 4, and continue across runway 24.
And already it's looking nicer.
And across 24 right over here, Canada.
So are there any constraints? No. Not really. No constraints, just straight up. Wow, 4,800 feet per minute and more. We do have the performance package installed, but geez, 4,800 feet a minute. Yeah, it didn't take long to get us up here, did it? That's a lot of cloud though. Right, so do we have onboard cameras?
West at 266, contact departure 128, that's lane.
Like we do.
Departure, what?
Did work.
Yeah.
Now can I, because this is a big interior. It's big, it's long. I think it's, last time I tried to get down here, it stopped me halfway down, but Oh, it looks okay.
JetBlue 263. JetBlue 265.
I mean, it's...
Runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
I think the maximum passengers on this is like 204. There's a city down there. Yeah, 204 with the right seating arrangements you can get on the, I think on the ER plane, although it's the same plane. It's not like the ER version is any longer. Snow on the ground over there, yeah. But the weather's cleared up out here. Look at that. A lot less cloud cover. I like this one. This is a seat I like to sit in. And that was 7 and 8. And then we've got 9 and 0 would be over the nose. Fine, I'm happy with those cameras.
Number 3, runway 275, clear to land. 29010, that's 16.
So now the plane has stopped descending so quickly. There's no constraints that I can see, so I don't know why.
American 887 Heavy, crossing T7 left air, uniform flaps will be in position.
Well, I guess it knows what it's doing. I'm just going to leave it. We've got flight directors on both sides. We have auto throttle on. LNAV, VNAV. Just leave the plane to it. Hey, Alison. Yeah. Exactly, Alison. Just basically it's that. Right, so the inbound course then, which we can set. Let's put all the information in for the descent and stuff. So the first thing would be the decision altitude, which is 112. So that's how it's going to appear down there once I start adjusting this. And we want it to come to 112. You may have to do, or you may, the proper procedure is probably to do this when you're closer to the airport, but I'm doing it now. So the inbound course on runway 22 is, I have 224 written down here. Is that what it was? Just going to double check it. It is 224. So the inbound course is 224, so let's get that done. And we'll also set it over on the flight officers. First officer, flight officer, co-pilot, whatever. I prefer co-pilot, but there you go. Okay, so descent information for the weather. So we go to descent, go to forecast, and now, oh, okay, it's going to need the QNH and the temperature of the destination. So let me just get my phone, because it won't show us on the flight sim at the moment. So if I load up the app, Avia Weather, and go plus, and we want KLGA. If I can type it in correctly. LaGuardia. Okay, so LaGuardia right now is 14 degrees. Not bad. Well, let's type that in. And it's 1013 on the pressure, which is okay. That's a different QNH to the one I'll be using. I don't know what that is. 1013. The 1013 would be 2990. Okay. 2990. I don't think it really matters. I think it can handle probably any of them, or maybe not. Maybe not. So, okay, well, the actual air pressure then is 1013.
Blue Street 9946, round the spot 14, deal. 914, deal.
And the altitudes that we're going to be putting in for the weather is 20,000 feet. 150, no, 15,000 feet, and 10,000. Okay, so the wind information at 20,000 feet is 252 degrees, with a wind speed of 104 knots. And at 15,000 feet, it's going to be coming at a direction of 251, and it's going to be a mild 80 knots. However, it slightly moves at 10,000, it goes to 256, and the wind is even calmer now at 55 knots. Cool. Well, that's our putting the wind information for the descent basically tells the plane what the wind's going to be like on the way down, and it helps the plane, the autopilot, do its descent nicer. Now, there's one other piece of information that we need to put in, and that's to decide on our flap settings for when we land. And that's in here, the index. On approach, we have 3 choices. I think we're landing on a pretty long runway. Oh, maybe not. 7,000 feet, that's all it is? Yeah, well, we're not running heavy. Okay, so I'm going to go flaps 30 on this one and put it into there. So this will be our minimum speed, not minimum speed, that will be our landing speed, 146. Okay, I think that's everything. The only thing we need to put in would be the ILS frequency on approach. That is already in, miraculously. That's it. We can just sit and enjoy the flight. It is snowy on the ground though. Wow, yeah, it is. Slightly. Ooh, also, save some power. Take the landing lights off and the taxi lights off. And the logo light.
5827 ready to go?
Negative, we're going to need about 2 minutes for certification.
Take your time, let me know.
So this needle here is the cabin pressure. So the passengers are feeling like it's 4,500 feet. And this is the difference between the altitude we're at and the pressure in the plane. This is that needle, I think. I think that's what it is. But you know me, I could be wrong. So let's take the anti-ice off. We're not going to need it up here, I don't think. I don't know, maybe. See, with the Airbus, if it needs, if it's an anti-ice warning, it would come up on the screen and tell you. This doesn't. Right, check out these displays, guys. Look at this. I like this. I wouldn't fly with it. Maybe one day I will. But so if we go into, I guess it would be displays. It would have to be that, right? Okay, here it is. So EFIS and map, right? Check this out. Can you remember these dials used to get in the old flight simulators? Wow. Now we're going back, but it displays all of the engine and oil all on the one screen, the fuel. Yeah. This is the climb. Look at this. Look at the temperature on the skin of the plane, -10. Yeah, I don't know about this. It takes some getting used to.
Roger 12.
Yeah.
35, bridge jet from gate 27. Have a great day.
Okay, so we've been in the air for 14 minutes and 30 something seconds. So this is now just recording our flight time. Oh, PMDG fixed the contrails. So we're not getting all that built up amount of cubed stuff at the end. What is this? What's all this? Yeah, it's a long plane, eh? Man, those clouds are just brilliant. Do we have different types of cloud here or what? It is pretty, yeah. There's now 4 planes in this fleet. There's 6, the 7, the 8, and the 9. The 600 by comparison is just going to be like really tiny. There we go. This is what it's like being in that seat, and that's what it's like being in that seat. Oh, I love the wing bending at the end. That flex, they've got that nice now.
Quebec, about 7. Have a good day. Bridge jet 4734.
So yeah, we're in passenger mode. I did find on the 900 ER, I'm sure this is the same, and I'm sure all the fleets are probably the same, there was a lot of scratches on the glass in the cockpit, and like equally here as well, you can see. I mean, that's to be expected, but in the cockpit, you know, there was quite a few scratches on the windscreen. But I think it depends on how you catch the light, whether you see them, on how you see them, you know. That's not the right one. There we go. That's if you're on the wing. I don't know if I'd want to sit on that wing, because this is, I mean, you're kind of in between the 2 emergency doors here, right? So you'd be the one that they'd be looking to. Where are the emergency doors then? I think they will be labeled.
I'm sorry, heading 230, contact departure 124.35.
Heading 230 and 12.
They are on the wing, so wouldn't they be here? Huh. So we've got that one, I think, which is a space for one of them, and that one. So these are the 2 emergencies, but there's nothing to say. Do these guys get extra leg room? They do, look. There's more leg room there than there is there. If you choose to sit on the emergency doors, you get better leg room. But then if one of the doors flies off, yeah. Right, we better get our legs on the screen. So we've got 193 to get to Alb, and then at some point between Alb and Valray we'll be descending. So now that we're up, we can increase the range, and there's our top of climb, and we are bang on target for it. Right, so inbound course is set, barrow is set, runway elevation is set up here, which was 12 feet. We can't do 12, it's in 50, so that's the best we can get. Decision altitude is set at 112. I think I just said already.
Average 49, just crossed you also, let's see
Actually, the engines.
runway 27 right, total land.
You can have all the engine information on this one screen, I think, and then put the systems information here, like your brake temperatures and your what do you call them? The flight aerodynamic things, all the spoilers and the ailerons and stuff. But to get everything on here, I think it's. So this will be the main panel then?
3593, flying 265, runway 27 left for takeoff.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird arrangement though.
265 on the heading, yes, guy was.
It'd be nice to get all the engine info onto one screen. And the oil and stuff. It doesn't look like it does it here. Oh, we've got engine priority. No, it's not, no, not the same thing. I'll just leave that then. Gain damages in the house. Yeah, exactly. If I was sat near the extra door, the doors, the emergency doors, I would definitely have my seatbelt on the entire flight. As if that's going to help.
Okay, 90, there's the RJ landing runway 35, party right.
My seatbelt's on. No, it would be, I can't breathe, but at least I've got my seatbelt on. Okay, so we're just approaching 38,000 feet. We have a beautiful sky, perfect contrails, and it's snowy down there. But yeah, she's a big plane. Oh, we've got snow on the wipers. Look, that might be a telltale sign to get the de-ice on for the wings and engines. I don't know. Is there any ice build-up? No, there isn't. I'm not seeing a thing. No, not really seeing any icy build-up at all. But the wipers, they've got a little bit of snow on them, but hey, not bothered about that really. You can just see it there, look. Got a little bit snowy, but no problem. Yes, doing okay, gain damage. How are you today? Yeah. You would hope that they've screwed the seat down well enough. But you're only strapped in by the seatbelt in a car is safer. Because it's just going across your waist. And anybody who hasn't got the seatbelt on, they're getting flung out. But they have to go by you first. So you're going to get hit by people. They've put a HUD stow and hide here now? This is new. A new hot point here, so you don't have to do it up here. Okay. Mention that one. Okay. Is this a new hot point? Or is it a... I was going to do a washing machine joke, but I probably better not. Yeah, 38,000 feet, all is good, all is well. 254 knots. It's not like any faster or any better performing than the rest of the planes. It's just heavier and longer. I don't know what the actual full weight of this thing is. It did say though, didn't it? So gross weight here, 60.3 tons. And without the fuel, it's 55.5. So yeah, it's a 60-ton plane, but is this... this weight will be dropping off as this weight will be going down as the fuel's dropping off, right? This one won't. This will stay exactly where it is. Yeah, 60.2. So I wonder what it was at the start then. But yeah, currently, right now, in real time, the plane is 60.2 tons. So, it's heavy. And now that we're up here, we can now go and do. I know the answer is 3,000, but if we go through the flight plan here, where's the step? What the hell? Okay, the last constraint, actually it's 1900. Yo man, 3,000 or above. I need to find out whether Greco is an actual constraint or not, because it's not lit up in purple, but it is in big numbers. Because otherwise, the next thing I'm going to program into the altitude for the autopilot will be 3,000 feet. But it looks like it's got no constraints to meet on the way down. So, Greco, which is after Yeoman and just before the runway. Let's see if we can find it, shall we? While we're in flight. So here's Greco right here. Okay. And it mentions nothing about... Oh, here. There it is. Sorry. So yeah, 1900. And Yeoman is 3,000, which is what it was saying. So if I put the altitude to 1900, the plane will come down to 1900, but it'll stop at 3,000 to make Yeoman, and then it will descend further to 1900, by which time we'll have picked up the glide slope and we'll be able to just come straight in. At least that's the plan. So the plane will not start descending until it reaches top of descent. So we can just feed that in right now, instead of stepping down all these different altitudes. And just go to the lowest constraint that you have on the flight plan. And it is there ready. And as soon as top of descent happens, it'll start descending down to this altitude using VNav, and hopefully trying to keep within the flight path, the VNav flight path. Let's see what happens. That will be an interesting one. Oh, that's why we weren't getting the step, because we weren't in flight plan mode, of course. It's when you get to map, it changes to RTE data. Ugh. Right, so these are the times it's expecting us to get to these places. This is UTC, right? Because this is Zulu, so this is 2214 Zulu. So this is the time, if you're in the UK, this is the time it is right now. So, yeah, because the UK is matched up with UTC at the moment. So at 10:15 our time in the UK, when this plane should be landing in New York. Dun, dun, dun. We have a couple of airports here, one that we're coming up to and one on our right hand side. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. No. Cloud cover has once again reared its head and we can't see anything. I can see those wings wobbling at the end. She's a big plane, isn't she? I love it. But I also like the little one, you know, the little 737-600. I love that little one. Your Stream Deck arrived today and I'm in love with it. Yeah, they are good. Did you get the Elgato one? I'm trying to figure out your joke, Alison. The new see through your... Oh, okay, I got you. I had to say it out loud to work it out. Yeah. Loose change. Triple Oracle! Legend.
Thank you, Triple Oracle, for your kind £16.
Oh, man.
Pence super chat.
Hey, cheers, Triple... Did someone just pass by? Oh, no, that was the thing. Thank you, Triple Oracle. Appreciate that. Very kind gesture. Thank you so much. It freaked me out there because when the alert went across the screen, was it? Or was it on here? Because I don't know. It looked like I thought there was a UFO just gone past me. But I'm sure it was the animation. Yes, cheers Triple Oracle and 07 to you. Welcome. The 256 gigabyte version. What? Oh, Steam Deck. Sorry, I read stream. I thought it was Stream Deck. Rusty again.
Thank you, Triple Oracle, for your kind $20 super chat.
I don't know. I don't know why it does that. Let's tune into Burlington Tower.
That's 533, flying 265, runway 27 left, close takeoff.
Heading 265, 27 left, close.
Yeah, I don't know why it double announces everything. That's sunny out here. We've also got the clip-on shade as well, which is down here, the visor.
Okay, 90, we'll take you guys, okay?
Now on mine I can't put it all the way around to the front because I have the heads-up display, so it can't come round on the rail. I'd have to remove the heads-up display in order to do that, which is, yeah, that's how it is.
American 2908, turn right 1 able, then Kilo November spotting to the ramp.
Kilo November spotting American 193.
What's that thing on the... Is it the Twilight Zone where there was an episode where there was a guy in a plane and he spotted a creature on the wing? That's the Twilight Zone, right? I believe.
That's 533, contact departure. Going to departure, so 533.
Yeah. Steam Deck. I'm going to have a look at this. I thought you meant the Stream Deck thing for controlling a live stream. Oh, that.
Sorry, 2397, visual approach, okay, 2397, power way 27 right, go.
Wow.
34 clear to land.
And they're not cheap. Looks kind of cool, like. Yeah, Twilight Zone. Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, decks. Stream decks, Steam decks, flight decks. 550 bucks.
723, what's your gate?
That's a lot of cloud. Dude. I love how you can just move move through the seats like this.
Just give the ramp a call right.
This is too close to the engine for my liking. And it's kind of an illusion, because look how close the engine looks to the window, and yet, well, actually, it is. Yeah, it kind of is that close, really, isn't it? I actually thought it was a bit further away. Yeah, I thought it was some kind of perspective thing going on, but no. This is a passenger here who could report to the stewardess and say, "You might want to tell the captain there's some icing on the wing or on the engine." But it's nice up here. Temperature out onto the plane's external metal, minus 12 degrees. But you would minus 12 up here at 38,000, kind of mild, especially when you consider that, you know, Canadians at the moment, some parts are, like I mentioned earlier, they were talking about temperatures of minus 40, you know, outside. That's kind of getting ice on the inside of your windows temperature, isn't it? Elite runs on it with 60 frames per second. Yeah, but what's the resolution though? It must be kind of cool. It's kind of a handheld, right? Obviously looks like a handheld thing. So what made you get one of those? And can you do things like, can you watch YouTube on it and, you know, all that kind of stuff? It's a cool looking thing. It's definitely a very, very cool looking device. Yeah. I like that it's all in black and it's, yeah, it looks well designed. So we are 64 nautical miles away from Alb.
Cluster 1196 Echo 10. Cluster 1196 right when able and kilo 3 spot 9 to the right. Kilo 3 spot 9 to the right, 1190.
We have a wander around. I mean, there's a lot of... Can't press all of these though, because that'd be a lot. All this obviously works.
American 596 heading 245, contact squadron.
On the Phoenix, I think, on the Phoenix A320, which I haven't flown for a long time, you can certainly, oh, I don't know what that's going to do. What the hell is that the hot point for? Oh, is it the thing round the corner here? Is it this?
Heading 265, runway 271.
Yeah, it's the light.
265, 271, clear takeoff, United.
Which I don't know if we can get it on from here. Let's have a move around. I think I've got to move along a bit more. In up, 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 in up.
Okay, 17.
So it's in up then.
Heading 265 today. 1716 today.
Because the other lights, you can turn them on. Oh, okay, it does work. There you go. I don't know what the hell mode it's in now, or how the hell to get it back.
Wisconsin 426 heavy.
Yeah, left to right to move, but how the hell do you get it back to where I had it before? Oh, okay. Jesus, man. But now it's off. Okay. So there's all these different brightnesses, obviously you can just put it as... Yeah. No, we need the up and downy bit.
Quick up to 733, runway 27 left, halfway, Central Station. 27 left, line up the way, take care, 4722.
Now, last time I tried to go from this door down, it stopped me. Can we get to the end? Having to adjust all the time because I'm not pointing straight.
Close to runway 35, intersection, kilo, line up way.
Even the engine sound is changing as I'm moving. We have some light leaking here. PMDG, you have light leaking here. Get your polygons sewed up. Look, even the heat haze from the engine there. Yes, your model has got holes in it. This side's fine.
Sliding 300, wind 2808, runway 35, a kilo, quick takeoff.
This is where all the meals are stored.
35 and a kilo, curve 11, apply.
Abierto. I don't think I'm going to be opening that anytime soon. Oh, they got low resolution textures here. I was wondering whether you could put the cabin lights on or not. Isn't there a cabin light button? Cabin lights. Isn't there cabin lights here? Or am I thinking of a different plane? Oh, 1260 by 800. Yeah, no wonder it runs at 60. That's a little toy, you know? Little toy to play with. It's cool. I mean, yeah. What's controlling the ships like? You know, it'd be good for as well if you've got like notoriety or something, and you need to leave Elite running while the notoriety goes down. You can just have it on that thing. And I wonder how long the a charge on the battery lasts. And I'm assuming you can also keep it plugged in while you play. Yeah, it looks like an Xbox controller, only a lot flashier, a lot slicker, but with a screen built in the middle. Oh, we have another plane over there. Can't see it now. You see how much? Yeah, that's an aeroplane, and we're outspeeding him. But you can't see it until you close the shade, because it's too bright. I don't know what plane he is. I mean, I could find out. But I'm sure it's not really that interesting. There's another plane over there. And we have, it looks like we've got one here. One here as well. This could be a traffic issue. We're going to get a traffic alert. Traffic. Is he coming to us or going away? I'm sure that's the plane at the front there.
716, 72, ready with that?
This is close. And we're not getting a traffic alert? TCAS is on. Okay. No, that's not what we want. Whoa, look at that. Just shot right underneath us. That's too close. And he's over to the side. He's going like 180 degrees compared to us. But the contrails are 45 degrees to the side of him. That doesn't make a lot of sense. How on earth we didn't get a traffic alert for that? That was really close.
follow those. I'll tell you, hold on 1 second.
Looks like the snow has gone from the wipers now, so I think we'll be fine for that.
Thank you for the fact that you got me off guard here. You'll follow the
3 to 4 hours. That's not bad.
the next one. We'll go there. About 31.
Yeah. Congrats with it, man. I mean, nice little toy to play with. I'm assuming because it's Steam as well, you just obviously play any of your Steam games. Does it stream the game from your PC for you to play it? Like you can with, like for example, my laptop wouldn't have the power to play Flight Sim. Not even close. But I can still play Flight Sim on my laptop over the LAN by, you know, it plays on my main PC and the monitor image gets ported over to my laptop, so I can get whatever frames per second I get on my PC, I get on my laptop. Except I have control. Got no control. Yeah, see, here's the lights. There's one there, and I think there's the visor, and there's a. So this is for like your, I don't know, I guess, for anything. Probably reading your charts with it. But I believe chart light and your map light there, which are somewhere else. Isn't it up here? I thought it was up here. Yeah, I think this. You can move that around as well, and yeah. Don't know which one. Oh, pull. There you go. That's it. So you can pull it on, and then I think it's obviously just the brightness. I love how you see the brightness on this part of the yoke here as you dim the light. Yeah, it's all working. All functional. We've got quite a few planes out there. 3 of them. This is all down to that FSLTL program, and we have visibility on the ground. Maybe not for that guy on that side. But this, now what about sitting further forward? It looks like we've got some good visibility coming up there. Oh yeah, a bit further on. There we go. Not so snowy on the ground now. We have another plane scudding through the sky. A bit lower than us. And these look a bit higher. Maybe on par. I don't know. As long as they're out the way by the time I get there, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, sounds good, gain damage. Sounds really good. Your damper stay on. I find if you put this on too early, it kind of clicks itself off. How are we doing on distance now? Oh, top of descent. We're almost there. We're almost there. And hopefully the plane will stay on a nice VNAV path on the way down to 1900 feet. Or 1900 if you're in Europe. Yeah. So let's see. Qualified for extended overwater operations.
It's going to be on 24-235. Okay, 24-35, thanks.
Oh, top of descent coming in at around 12 miles. Yeah. Currently, we will make Valerie at 21:59. So in 7 minutes, this is Zulu time, obviously, UTC. 7 minutes we'll make Valerie. So in 50, we'll do 50 miles in 6 minutes now. Oh, it's gone up to 22.
It's going to be 24-35.
Need to speed this plane up.
All behind the 145 and 24-35. Departure will be 51 and 1.
Yeah, so you'll notice, I hope I'm right in saying this, that these pluses that you see here, there's one there, there's another one there, and could be one in the panel here, there's one there as well, and one here. And these are there for, these are points that the pilot can touch with his finger to eliminate static, any static, residual static on his body, I think, as he's pressing buttons and stuff. But they're all plastic, so I don't know what the hell the problem is. Well, this one. He isn't. But, yeah, I think it's a static thing, right? The pilot can just touch that, and it's like a grounding thing. Just in case you were wondering. Oh, the standby compass. Yeah. Well, Right. Whoa, hello. We're in the races. That's a screenshot. I bet they're all going to New York as well. We're gonna win. We're gonna overtake them. Angry citizen, good evening. How are you, sir? We're gonna beat you. Oh, we're going down. We're descending. Are we? Yeah, we are. See ya. Gotta get that as a screenshot. I didn't recognize the livery though. Is that Delta? Oh no, I guess. Right, we're descending then. To New York, LaGuardia Airport. So, VNAV path, not looking good at the moment. Purple is the ideal vertical path, and the white line is where we are. So we are above the flight path. So I don't like that. So we've got VNAV speed, not VNAV path at the moment. We could introduce a little bit of drag. To try and help the plane get back on track. If I go, I wonder if you can see it from, like if I put the flaps out or the spoilers out now. Okay. So we're going to slow the plane down, try and get ourselves back on track. The plane's descending quick enough.
6491, runway 27 left, ladder point. Runway 27 left, versus 6491.
It'll probably work itself out as it gets lower. I'm just trying to, you see the plane bobbing now, I'm just trying to introduce some drag onto the plane. Although there's not a lot of air up here.
Heavy, turn right, tax brake.
Oh, you finished it?
It'll be 5, contact.
Cool.
You have a good night.
Well, now you won't have to be spoiled by my streams now. Okay, drag off. Now we were below the VNAV path there, and there it is, VNAV path. So as long as we stick together, these two, we are on our perfect descent path. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that, and if we start to get too high, I'm going to introduce more drag.
2531, contact point.
Yeah, we're good.
American 2531.
Coming into New York City. I wonder if I can put the passenger announcement things on. See if it will work. I don't think so, but I'm going to try it. What system do you hunt goids in? Oh, it's different every time, gain damage. And I can't remember any off the top of my head, if I'm honest.
Just take off to 7 left and head in the future there, which is 621.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, I've got no idea. Hip this and hip the other. I don't know.
Make 2687 a moment, French off spacing, runway 27 left, ladder point. 27 left, line away to there, click the case down.
Fly me to the moon. I'm running some apps in the background here. I hope it doesn't destroy the flight. No, please ensure your aircraft is on the ground. Okay, so it doesn't want to work. Disappointing. Right, so let's tune into New York arrivals, I guess, approach.
Channel 184, contact tower 11835.
1835 there,
It should tell you on the system map anyway. It tells you where the Guardia systems are. Got all those red icons. Well, it definitely looks better weather here. There's all this... Okay then. There's all this coloured haze from pollution from New York. Oh, look at this. The other side.
German Cargo 460, turn right, heading 300.
Wow, look at the wing, man. We're getting some wind here. Yeah, look at it. Whoa. So, how are we doing? Perfect. Descending absolutely perfectly right now. Plane's taking care of it. When it deviates like this, a little bit above, it'll correct. And then we're going to make this turn, which I think, does that get us all the way to the runway? It looks like it's a nice long and straight run in. As we get closer to the ground, I'm going to zoom in a bit more, but right now I like 40 mile range when I'm up in the up this high in the sky. I did look up RNP and AMP once, but my memory's not good enough. You've got them here as well. But I forget. R and A's got to be relative and absolute, I guess. Oh, I know what it is. It's like one of these is an expected value and the other one is the actual value. I think something like that. But that can't be right because these are so different values. Yeah. R and A must be relative and absolute. That has to be what it means. Anyway, so as we're descending, I want the auto brakes on 2. Probably should go to 3 actually because it's a short runway. Let's go 3. I don't normally, but it's a short-ish runway. Actually 2 should be enough. So yeah, because I'm going to have the reversers on and you know, I'll be applying the brakes myself as well. Probably don't have to, but for auto brakes is 4. So what else do we need? We've set up everything else. Oops, we need to put in the barometrics now. 2990, I'm just going to double check, make sure that that hasn't changed. La Guardia, it has changed, 1014. If I switch it to here, 1014. Doesn't really matter which system I'm using, as long as it's set correctly. We have a perfect descent path, absolutely perfect. Here she goes, final turn then. I believe it's the final turn anyway, and then it's just a straight run into the runway. And then as the speed of the plane starts to slow down here, then we'll start using the flaps around these speeds. These are the maximum speeds that you want to be using these flaps at. So as soon as we dip under any of these speeds, I'll be using those flaps and hoping not to get any loud beeps like I did last time. I still landed the plane perfectly, but I don't know, I got the beeps for some reason, which is, I couldn't explain it. I don't know why it happened at all. Just a long, you know, horn sound. It was horrible. Oh. The sun looks amazing though. New York. Oh, actually wanted a picture there. Ah.
Air count of 419 to 6,000. Unrestricted 6.
Proud. We don't get there. This is our runway, I believe. There's JFK. At 10,000 feet now. Okay, so 10,000 feet. So let's get the landing lights on and the taxi lights on, just because. What else? No, we're good. How are you doing on the VNAV path? Perfect. This is nice to have, VNAV path. So we've been going... Why does that say 03? Is that like 63 minutes then? Well, I hope that's not our runway. Please tell me that's not our runway, because we're not going to make it. We'll never make that one. There has to be another one somewhere. Although it's not marked. The only airport here is this one.
7095, turn right heading 290, intercept, third Dallas approach from
Are we? Is this? Then it says vector to Yeoman.
One star 7095, speed up as long as you're able, contact tower 187 today.
Speed up in tower King 7.795.
That can't be LaGuardia. It cannot be. We're still 8,000 up.
13419, turn right heading 240 to 7.
Heading 240, 3000, here, Canada forward.
It looks like it is though. What the hell is going on? I think we're not going to be landing.
Air 419, turn right heading 300, intercept, third Dallas approach.
330,
That is LaGuardia.
300, pretty near.
Well, I got news for you. We're not landing.
The other 33 right here, Canada 419.
Come on, flight sim, come on. Pull yourself together now, fuck's sake. 11 frames per second, of course, because we're going over New York. There's New York here.
Air Canada 123, heavy departure, identified 1.7.
Wow, I did say at the very beginning of the stream about frame rates when we get here. And here we are. Slideshow mode.
Air Canada 419, contact tower
187, Air Canada 419,
I'm getting 27 inside the cockpit though. I don't know what this plane thinks it's doing. I've seen that before, but I think, is that for mile marker or something? I don't know. I've never seen a plane do this before. Like just totally just not make it.
Hey, Chance, the direct access for Air Canada 123.
Canada 123, if Max, you can go direct to.
I don't know how we're going to get out of this unless I just fly the whole thing myself. Okay, it looks like it's brought the scenery in now. So maybe all that stuttering was while it was bringing in scenery.
Maple 7720, turn right heading 1.
I'm not happy about this though. The LNAV and VNAV are off. How long has that been off? Every frigging flight I do, there's an issue these days. So the runway inbound was 224. Hang on. Need to go to 44 heading so that we're parallel.
Hello, Canada
Canada 992 heavy arrival runway 23 right.
VNAV disconnect. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, I guess I have to do this myself.
Arrival Delta 314 out of 12-6, sending 11,000, we have whiskey.
Delta 314 arrival runway 23 right, descend 900,000.
900,000, Delta 314.
There's pretty one, section 524 arrival, plus track, descend 5,000.
What was the final waypoint then?
220 knots, here, sprint 524.
Right, so we had Yeoman Greco. Okay.
Air Canada 992, descend 4,000.
4,000, Air Canada 992.
I hope I know what I'm doing. Basically just replotting the course. Proud? Does Proud come? I don't think so.
Delta 314, turn right, direct officer, descend 2,000.
Okay, directed officer down at 8,000, Delta 314.
Greco. Greco. It's, what's the maximum speed allowed at Greco? It doesn't say. I'm going to bring it down to 200. That's 1,800. That's what we agreed on.
Maintain your speed for the ILS approach.
Okay, maintain the speed, clear the ILS 33 right here, sprint 524.
It's awkward doing this when you can't see out the window,
Descend 6,000.
but it is what it is. No, 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 no. It's 3,000 feet at Yeoman. Maybe you can't do that because I'm already at 1,900? Okay, fine. Then we'll stay here.
190.
Clear check with Nova to reduce 190 knots, Air Canada 992.
Does that work? Shoot. Okay, no problem. Alright, let's move Yeoman to the top of the list. Go.
Airspring 524, speed 200 knots or greater, on way over 3 miles.
Okay, 200 or greater, sprint 524.
Let's see if she can make it, because this is one hell of a turn. We are lower than I'd like to be.
Leaving 13 for 11, we got whiskey.
Airspring date 16
Yeah, down.
through right, information X-ray. Under 298.
I don't know if we can make it. I've left it
8,000 now.
quite tight. Actually, it might be okay. But there's no glide slope because there's no, how would you call it? Destination airport programmed in. Come on, sweetness, you need to turn. Where's me flappage paper? There it is. So we have flaps 10. So 15 comes in at 201. That's fine, we can do that right now. Oh, the sunset's gorgeous though. So I can get the plane on track with the runway, and then I'm just going to have to land it myself. Once the plane... Oh, don't overspeed. I may have to pick the speed myself, but we're landing at 146 supposedly.
314, wind level reduced to 190.
30 is under 176. So once we start getting under we're at flaps 15. Once we start getting under 191, we'll go to the next flap setting. I might actually take control of the speed myself. I don't know. Let's see what the plane does. I need you to slow down just a little bit more. Okay. Right, we don't have an approach. Do we? I don't think so. So LNAV and VNAV are now off. I didn't really want to have to do this. I believe we are now in landing configuration. The throttle I'm leaving up to the autopilot at the moment. Let's see if I can land this big bird.
14,300 for 9,000. Campo 3514, I'm 5140, maintain 5,000. Okay, come right, heading 140 down to 5,000. Campo 3514. Campo 3514, Vectors ILS 36, altimeters 29905. 29905,
Okay, I've got the speed now. I just want to hopefully that this plane can stay in the sky at this speed. See, I'm probably...
Glide slow. Glide slow.
Don't worry about it.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
I know.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Chill, brother. Just chill, you.
Glide slow.
Your discretion, closer, not to buy an airbus.
Glide slow.
Okay, we checked that, sir,
Glide slow.
I'm pointing away from the runway, but it doesn't look like the plane wants to move.
Glide slow.
It's like maybe we've got wind or something, like a crosswind.
Glide
Yeah,
slow.
we do. Look, here. We have a crosswind. It's pushing the tail. It's pushing the tail to... So the plane's in a clockwise direction. See? You must have seen planes like this land like this before.
Glide slow.
Well, here's another one.
No, that was Campo 3514, level 5. Campo 3514, ready.
we have a crosswind. It's not a strong crosswind though, but it's blowing the tail out.
3514.
400.
Okay, auto throttle disarmed. Gonna put me off.
200.
Air Canada
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
100. Synchrony.
This is my first crosswind landing.
20. 10.
Well, I should have had that one recorded.
3514, turn left 090.
Manual crosswind landing. Yeah, lovely. Brilliant. Just like I planned. That really just happened.
Arrival is wind Jet 6262 with you, leaving 11000.
Jesus, the biggest Boeing
030, you're cleared the straight and ILS.
737.
Left 030, cleared the straight and ILS, C6, scan for
Honestly, I don't even. There was a crosswind. You could see it. It was blowing to the left, which means it's going to hit the tail. Right. Hold on. So it's going to hit the tail on this side, right? It's going to blow the tail that way, which is why the nose was going this way, and that's why we were tilted at coming in at this angle instead of that angle. And I know that what you have to do is stay, you know, skew whiff. You have to stay that way until you almost hit the runway, and then you just yaw the plane round and correct it right as you get to the bottom, right as you get to the ground, and then just correct it just before you land, and then flare up. And that's what I tried to do. Hey, Grey Holland, thanks, man. I was not expecting to have to do that. I have no idea why it was claiming it was on the VNAV path, and clearly it was an absolute mile away. And damn it, I had the spoilers on all the time. That's another bad move. Shouldn't have had that on the whole time. That probably didn't help my aerodynamics as we were coming in. Jesus. Welcome to New York, people.
Perimeter 306, cleared to 2,600.
Flight 6, perimeter 306.
Yeah, that was a good landing. I'm kind of bittersweet about it because why did that happen? You know, we got all the information fed into the plane, everything was good. Is it something wrong with the data, like the terrain data, the maps, something? Why is it so far out?
Perimeter 306, turn right heading 280, cleared straight and ILS.
According to the plane, its VNAV path was perfect. We were descending. The instruments were telling me that it was absolutely spot on. And yet, when we were over the airport, we were still 5,000 feet in the air. What the hell's all that about? Well, get moving.
Bearskin 453, turn left heading 030, cleared straight and ILS, runway 36.
030 on the heading and cleared straight and ILS. 36 for Bearskin 453.
Oh, it's you. I wondered where it was. I've noticed how the vehicle never appears in front of the plane unless I go outside. Thank you. Go.
Bearskin 453, interception localized, ready to have touchdown, contact Winnipeg Tower on 118.3.
Yes, well the plane's hardly friggin' moving. That's just me applying more thrust than the plane wants me to do it, but it's barely moving now.
7540, arrival flight heading 195, maintain 5000.
195,
Cover 7540, vectors ILS runway 36, altimeter 2997.
2997, would there be a possibility of the ILS 31?
Cover 7540, second.
Any possibility of 31?
Cover 7540, turn left, heading 165, vectors ILS 31.
Heading 165, vectors ILS runway 31.
But the crosswind, right? When we were coming in and we had that crosswind, it only said, if I read it right, it said that it was 11 knots. Is that enough to throw the tail out as much as it did, or? Because even though we were pointed at, say, like 2 o'clock to the runway, the plane wasn't moving in the 2 o'clock direction. It was still moving in the 12 o'clock direction.
Cover 7540, turn left, heading 160.
160, 7540.
Are you putting me here?
Number 7540, level 5000. You take any altimeter coming?
Cover 7540, the altimeter is 2997.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you were putting me in that parking spot. Where are you taking me? Yes, I know it's throttle, but I need a lot of throttle to get this plane moving. Chill, relax. Once we get momentum, I'll ease the throttle off. So this is LaGuardia.
235.
Hey Jeffrey, you just missed quite the landing actually.
Bearskin 395,
Unless you were lurking.
straight in ILS runway 31.
Manual landing in the 900 with a crosswind.
Bearskin 395, a mile and a half. Intercepting 7.
Or at least it had all the signs of a crosswind, the way the plane was coming in, all twisted up. And we had to backtrack on the course because the autopilot couldn't get it down, so I had to reprogram in the waypoints myself. Is this where you've got me? Here? Yeah. Great. Yeah, I had to look at Navigraph and get the last few waypoints and re-put them in the computer.
7540, turn right, heading 180.
Boy, oh boy. I had to think on my feet on this one. Yeah, you want to look back at the landing, mate. It was adventurous. Oh, yeah, you want to go before, just on the approach to the airport. Plane thought it was doing the right job, and turned out we were like 5,000 feet too high. I have no idea how that was even a possible thing, but nevertheless it was. Why is there so much resistance on this plane? I've got 62% thrust here. The rear wing, or whatever you want to call it. This plane should be clearly moving a lot faster than this. Alright, let's get some throttle on it. Oh, it keeps stopping. It's almost like the brakes are on, but they're not, because I've turned the auto brakes off, the handbrakes off.
290 heading 4000 northwest 793.
Northwest 793, back to 9 left runway 36, altimeter 2997.
Northwest 793.
I knew you were going to move again, you little shit. I had it at 0, 0, and I was trying to put the handbrake on, but it
3000 arc crest
wouldn't do it.
793.
So now you've got me 0.7 out.
Departure from perimeter trainer 7 with a request.
Northwest 793, turn right heading 330 for the localizer, cleared straight to 9 left to runway 36.
You parked a bit too far to the right. Sort of. No idea what I've been through. Now what, I'm going to request ground power from, yeah, be quicker and easy. Doing it through GSX. Unless, of course, you select the wrong menu. And we'll start getting people off. Okay. I don't know. But get people off the plane. See if it uses stairs or jetways or asks me to open and close doors that I don't have. Yep. The GSX has suddenly got bugs in it that it never had before since this update. It never used to say that message ever. You need to set blank, and it frigging, how many times do I need to click this sodding thing? You click it, nothing. Click it again. You need to set to request ground services. That's not even English. What do I need to set? The handbrake, because it's on. Try it with it off. It pulls it or something. GSX. It's such a shitter, you know, when it's like you get an update for a product and it introduces a bug that wasn't there before. See? I had to take the handbrake off and then back on again.
The boarding requested.
Okay, 8 Okay, APU is off at the back yet.
100
Right, Man, frame rates are shit, as you can see. At least the tail fits under the bridge though. So we're now on 10 frames per second, or 10, 11 frames per second.
Passengers deboarding side.
I'm not sure that back door's going to open though. Why would they get out there when they've got a perfectly good jetway? Yeah, the frame rate's just suddenly dropped. That might be a GSX issue. Hard to say, really. Come on, Alicia. You're in New York. I didn't open the door.
Bye, thank you for a wonderful flight.
Oh, this stupid phone.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the flight. So we got here at a good time then. We've got, you know, sunset here in New York and it's cool. I don't have my Xy boxy controller plugged in, otherwise we... Oh, okay, hold on. First thing we're going to need to do clearly is reset the camera. Now we're back up at 22 frames per second because, yes, don't know why. This is going to be a busy airport, I'm sure. I mean, we've got 2 planes up in the sky there and a third one just going up. And New York, how's that? You've got your New York skyline. Worth a shot, isn't it? Which we can go over to, I suppose. Go and visit New York. It's quite away from the city, isn't it, to LaGuardia? I didn't realize how far it was from the actual main city itself. Obviously, it's in the suburbs here as well, but... In case you're wondering, there she is. And you can still hear your plane getting deboarded from here. Now, I haven't got a clue where Broadway is, but it's here somewhere in its rough glory. Oi. You're a bit low, don't you think? Hello? Is he landing? Where, are you going up or down? Because you are very low, matey. There's no runway over there. That's super low. Alright. get me back to my... Well, there's the wrong way there. But he's going in the wrong direction. Well, guys. Everything takes so much longer to click now. When you got ship frame rates, you've got to press everything like 2 or 3 times before it actually does anything. But we're running on ground power now, right? Kind of doing this while the passengers are getting off. That luggage is... what the hell? Right, that's... Okay, so the jetway's pulled away and the passengers are still 127 passengers. That's not bad. We only had 106 on here. Anyway, let's shut the plane down. Should bring the emergency lights on. There we go. We can go off. That's it. Right. I'll just leave the passengers to do what they're doing. There's your flight, guys. Snowy and cold Quebec to LaGuardia, New York. That was a different ending, for sure. The landing, that was unique. But it's nice that I managed it, yes. However, it's still a mystery as to why the plane didn't... I don't know. Was it the plane's instruments' fault? Is it the sim's fault? The only way to find out would be to do the same flight again, but in the Phoenix A320 or in the fly-by-wire A320. And if the same crap happens, that's the simulator. Well, if the A320 does this, the same flight, and it lands and it descends perfectly, then PMDG need to be looking at something. So yeah. Alright. Well, I hope you guys found it good. 3 hours. 1 hour of that was prep though. So I'm getting like 25 frames per second now. People are still getting out, it's ridiculous. But yeah, the frame rates come back now. Obviously, as I moved back from New York to the plane again, the scenery had to reload. A good thing to do is if you're flying to New York, before you do the flight, a good thing to do to avoid or minimize, let's say, frame rate issues or scenery loading up would be to preload the scenery before you start the flight by using your user cache. Is that what it is? I think. And then you can download New York into your sim. So I think it would be, where would we go? General. And then I guess data. Right. And you've got your manual cache here. Always good to delete. Rolling cache is off? Since when? Normally I assign like a 20 gigs to this. Okay, I didn't know about this. This is a new thing. So anyway, manual cache, and then you've got, no, where are we? So you would go over to, yes, New York. I might need some help here, guys. Where's New York? It doesn't, does it label anything? Okay. Oh, well, let's put in the airport. Look, Guardia. And then we can just do cache, new region. And then you would start with low density, I suppose. See if we can see the airport here. Oh, there it is. All right, so this is LaGuardia. So we'd probably, sorry, it starts at high. We'd probably want this with high definition, right? And so we can just pick up and paint. Oh, it's filled in medium and low automatically. Well, we're on medium now. So let's say medium resolution could be here. And high resolution could be, sorry, low resolution. But at least it loads. Oh, this is the city of New York here, right? So, yes, here. And then you just click finish and download, and it will download all that data for you locally onto your PC, so that the next time you fly to New York, it doesn't have to drag anything in from the servers at all. I don't know how much data this would take up, but if we put NY, LaGuardia. So the only high resolution data that we've got is the pretty much the airport itself, and then the medium, the surrounding area, and then we've got the rest of New York. Well, let's see what that is. Let's see if it tells me how much it is. I thought it used to tell you how many megs it was going to be or whatever. It might be gigabytes for all I know. I don't know. I wonder how much it would be to get the whole planet. Yeah, so you do it that way, and then, like, if I know that my next flight's going to be to test that same thing again, but in the A320, this would be something I would do. Just download the same area, especially if it's like a low frame ratey thing, like New York is. And then, of course, you don't have to grab it off the servers. And then you can delete it whenever you want. Doesn't matter. It's not taking too long to get it down, though. And I'm on, my download speed is around 75, 76 megabits per second. It's not the fastest internet in the world, but it ain't the slowest either. And it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to let that download, and then I think I'll probably try the flight again in the Phoenix or the fly-by-wire. I may video it. Yeah, I probably will make a video instead of a stream, and we can have a reference and see what it is. I've got a feeling it's a Boeing problem and not a game problem. I don't know. It might be a messed up LaGuardia. I don't know. Some data is not correlating somewhere, because that my plane, that the Boeing we were just on, believed it was on the VNAV flight path the whole way down, and it was spot on, and yet we were miles out. How is that possible that the instruments were so wrong compared to the visuals? Anyway, guys, I will let you go. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And, oh, there you go. 460 megabytes. For pretty much New York. Not bad, eh? I've got 272 gigs available. So, and you can just cache regions that, like, for example, if you're the kind of person that takes off from an airport, or like for me, let's say I do Gatwick a lot, or Paris, I would just cache those regions. I could cache those regions so that I never have to keep pulling them off the server the whole time. And if you're on limited bandwidth, it's a great thing to do. You could just download it once and you'd never have to keep doing it. It's still going to download the weather and everything, but I think I need to turn on rolling cache though, because sometimes I turn it off just to clear it. And I must have forgot to put it back on. I'm just going to set this. Go. Yeah, flight sim cache. There we go. And I'm going to have, I think I can assign 20 gigs to it. Yes. No. Okay. There we go. I've got 20 gigs. Alright guys, so have a good one, and I will be back on Sunday. Probably with Elite Dangerous. I'm not sure. I think so, but we'll see. I haven't figured out the content yet, but I've got 2 or 3 options to go at. Until then, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you for being here and sticking by, and for all of your support. So until next time, arrivederci.